Hi there. In this video, I want to give you some of the best tips on having a pre-diabetes diet directly from registered dietitians and expert nutritionists, so you can learn not only how to prevent developing diabetes, but also how to stay at peak health, keep your energy levels up, and overall have a better sense of health and well-being. Okay, so let's get started with some of the best tips that comes directly from a survey of registered dietitians and expert nutritionists. So first of all, here are some of the basic tips that you can follow, which are kind of the golden rules for establishing your pre-diabetes diet. Number one, you've got to skip the sugary drinks. So whatever drinks have a lot of sugar in them, whether it's sweet tea or juice or soda or even sweetened lemonade, then it's better to avoid it. Likewise with really sugary coffee drinks or mochas and lattes. And this tip is basically going to help you avoid not only empty calories, but also prevent your blood sugar from spiking really rapidly. Because the more often you have empty calories, and especially in the form of sugary drinks, the greater the risk factor there is for obesity and for diabetes as well. The second tip is to simply cut back on portions. Eating excessive calories, whether they are processed carbohydrates or any other type of nutrient, when you eat excessive calories, your body's going to go ahead and try to store the excess calories as fat, and being overweight is a real risk factor for diabetes. So just cutting back on portions and saving your desserts for special occasions can go a long way in helping you manage and stay healthy during your pre-diabetes phase. The third tip is to go ahead and consume enough fiber. So high fiber foods, different types of vegetables and fruits and beans, and even whole grains can not only help you feel fuller longer, but it can help you eat less and control your appetite for reduced weight gain. So make sure that you're eating foods that are high in fiber so you can manage your diet well. The next tip is to go ahead and make sure to take a look at what type of fats you're consuming. The healthy types of fats would come from things like olive oil, from nuts, from seeds, from avocado, and for dairy products, if you do have pre-diabetes, then it may be a good idea to also opt for the lower fat dairy options to go ahead and reduce your fat consumption, or at the very least be choosy about the fats that you're consuming. The next tip is to go ahead and eliminate alcohol, or at the very least to moderate it as much as possible, which will help you control your pre-diabetes. The next tip is to go ahead and choose meats that are leaner. So again, weight gain and excessive calorie consumption puts you at a high risk for diabetes. And on the other side, reducing your calories can help you prevent diabetes. And one of the easiest ways to reduce calories is to choose leaner meats. So you want to look for cuts of meat that have round or loin in their name. And when you do get raw meat, make sure to trim the visible fat that's on it. Of course, white meat such as chicken or turkey without the skin are also great options. And fish typically has lower fat than some of the red meats that are available as well. And of course, don't fry it. If you fry a particular meat or eat fried foods in general, you're increasing your fat consumption by many times over. And the final tip is to go ahead and stay hydrated. When you drink plenty of water, aside from feeling great, it can also help you control hunger, suppress your appetite, because a lot of times people actually mistake thirst for hunger. So by drinking enough water, you'll feel better, and it's going to help you lower your blood sugar, as well as helping you control your appetite as well. So those are some of the basic tips for controlling or managing your pre-diabetes through diet. Now I just want to give you a couple of specific tips on controlling or having a great pre-diabetes diet. And again, this is coming directly from registered dietitians and from expert nutritionists. So the first specific tip that I want to give you is to keep an eye on the glycemic index. Now, the glycemic index is basically the number or the tool that shows you the relationship between carbohydrates and peaks in blood sugar. So the lower the glycemic index, the less blood sugar spike you're going to have by consuming that food. So for example, a food with an index above 70 is high. Medium glycemic index would be between 56 and 69, and low would be 55 or less. So high GI foods, those with an index of 70 or above, the ones that can spike your blood sugar the quickest, would be quick digesting carbs such as white bread, russet potatoes, white rice. And if you have prediabetes, then it's a good idea to limit those foods. And then medium GI foods, which are between 56 and 69 or 55 and lower, would be best for controlling blood sugar, and that would include things like steel cut oats, stone ground whole wheat bread, carrots and field greens, beans, sweet potatoes, and whole wheat pasta, for example. And in general, according to registered dietitians and based on research studies, whole grains, especially people who consume 3 servings of whole grains or more a day, are about a third less likely to develop type 2 diabetes than those who consume 3 servings a week. So if you're consuming 3 servings a day of whole grains, you actually lower your risk of developing diabetes. And again, whole grain meaning as minimally refined or not refined as much as possible. Alright, so those are some basic tips to help you get started. But if you want to completely reverse your prediabetes and the symptoms associated with it, and at the same time accelerate your weight loss and improve your health in the process, then go ahead and click the link in the description box below this video, and you're going to learn some powerful strategies based on advanced research that's going to show you how to effectively reverse your diabetes and at the same time accelerate your weight loss and improve your health in the process. So go ahead and click the link in the description box below this video to get specific meal plans and powerful strategies for regaining your health and possibly reversing your prediabetes and diabetes symptoms entirely. So go ahead and click the link in the description box below to get your specific meal plans now, and thanks for watching.